Hey guys, good morning. Do you remember that I've been here before? Well, you will pretty soon. I came here with you guys back when I was thinking of taking a trip. And I remember then saying to you that you got to see this place when it's like in full bloom. Because back then it was kind of fall time. So now's your chance. Let's see what it looks like. Morning. So let's check it out. There's something up here too. I have an interesting convo for you guys today. I've been doing some thinking. You know what? Things come to me like in lightning bolts. Lightning bolts of thoughts. So yeah, that's how it comes to me. We'll see how it goes. Good morning. I'm doing pretty good, right? I'm trying not to pause as much and I just act like I'm really just talking to somebody. Anyways, let me know. Well, actually, I guess you can't really let me know. We're not actually in a real conversation here, but maybe you'll start to recognize this place. Anyways, it will look different actually now I'm thinking about it because it's so lush. Let me get into the topic of the day. So, just a very short while ago, I spoke to you guys all about the masculine and feminine balance, right? And, well, there's another balance, a huge balance in life. And that is the balance of logic and emotion. And I've come to the realization, those are the kinds of things that, why is this annoying, these words? Anyways, I never really thought about it. It's funny how this channel, making these videos for you guys, really makes me think about things. Like, okay, hold on. I always think about things, right? That's just who I am. But I think about them to the point that I can actually express them as a point, not just think them in my head. It's a matter of me trying to put them into concise thoughts that can actually be tracked, if that makes sense, right? So, yeah, I don't know. In this way, you guys are helping me because you're kind of forcing me to go a little bit deeper. It's almost like descriptive writing. Like, you can come up with a story in your head, but you have to dig a little bit deeper to actually put pen to paper and actually create a story out of it. Yeah, think of it like that, right? But anyways, my goal is when I talk to you guys about all these things, my goal is, goal/hope is that somehow, some way it's going to help you, okay? Because I kind of wish that I had someone to talk to me about these kinds of things. I think it would have fast-tracked me, although everyone has their own journey and maybe whatever I say isn't necessarily going to hit. It's not going to do anything right now, maybe. Morning. But maybe it'll kind of stick in the back of your mind, and when the moment comes up in your life, maybe it'll mean something to you. I have no idea. I mean, wishful thinking, right? I don't know. But who cares? Let's just get on to that topic. So, I don't know how much of my experience truly lines up with all of you guys, but you know what? I'm a logical girl, okay? I've always been very logical, and when I think about it, I was forced to be logical because of my upbringing. I feel like I didn't really have a choice in the matter. If I wasn't logical with how I moved in the world, then I was going to pay a price for it. I had to really be kind of an adult for myself. And, that just really, sparks the need for logic. Okay, hold on. Okay, I was just waiting for a couple people to pass. So yes, I was kind of forced to be logical. That part of myself developed. And I wonder now, thinking about it, right? The logical is the masculine side, isn't it? I mean, in theory, I shouldn't say in theory. In practice, they say that men are logical and women are emotional, right? So I guess that does tie in with the fact of, remember I told you I was kind of forced to develop a masculine side? Well, I was kind of forced to develop my logical side. It goes hand in hand, right? And you know what? When I think about it, being able to feel emotions is a luxury. Yeah, it is. In order for me to feel emotions when I was younger, that would have meant that my life would be more luxurious in the sense that, because it takes freedom. It takes freedom to feel things. I didn't have that freedom to feel things. I had to be strong and I had to be logical. And, hold on. Morning. And I didn't have that luxury of feeling things. I mean, for sure, I felt things, but I didn't have the luxury of sitting in them and using those feelings to dictate how I was going to behave or what moves I was going to make in life. That's what I mean, right? And I guess, honestly, I still carry that with me. I mean, okay, listen. I mean, some good things came out of that in the sense that I learned how to make smart decisions. You know, I learned to advocate for myself, because when no one else is going to stand up for you, you got to learn how to stand up for yourself, right? So I learned how to advocate for myself, and I learned some great skills from it all. You know, like every hard lesson in life, I mean, any lesson, good or bad, it comes with lessons and it comes with skills, right? So I'm not going to say that it was all the worst thing in the world that could ever have happened to me, because as I always say, I don't regret anything that happened in my life, because I do think if you're able to recognize those things and use them properly, then actually everything was a gift to you, right? It all depends on how you look at it, your perception of it, and being able to recognize the good parts that can come out of the shitty times, okay? Basically. So, let's carry on here. I think, I don't know how much of my life overlaps with yours, you all out there listening to this, but if you grew up having to lean on your logical side a lot and having to sort of dampen your emotional side, whether it be because of circumstance or people just around you would sort of beat it out of you, you know, you wasn't allowed. You were a guy, you weren't allowed to be emotional, you know, kind of like I talked about before in my masculine, feminine video. No mercy, boys don't cry, blah, 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 right? Could have been that situation too. But anyways, my whole point is, I think one of the best things you can do is give yourself the gift of feeling emotions. How weird, why are they yelling? Hold on. It was just bikers talking to each other. Anyways. Yeah, give yourself the gift of feeling. And you know what's funny? Isn't that an odd way of putting it? But I actually feel like it is a gift. I remember, it's going to get a little personal here. Many years ago, oh gosh, it's kind of hard to tell you guys stories about my life without really telling you stories about my life. You know what I mean? But let me try to simplify this. My mother, okay? My relationship with my mother. It's an interesting one. The most simplistic way to put this is, in a lot of ways, I am the mother in this relationship. There's so much that goes into that. I'm not going to unpack that. We would need, honestly, like a 3-hour video for that. Well, maybe not. It would also need me being honest and being open and transparent about that shit. And I can't do that. So anyways, well, at least not with just like the general public, you know what I mean? The bottom line is, I remember a long time ago now, damn, maybe like, I don't know, 8 years ago, who cares? I was with her and I had to take her to the hospital. Some stuff was happening and whatever. So I was there with her, and I remember I was being so stoic, I was emotional, I was feeling things, but I didn't have the luxury of feeling things because I had to take care of her. And so, God, the scene is so vivid in my mind. I remember being there in the waiting room, like a general waiting room where you kind of wait before you get to see a doctor in like a private room. And we're sitting there in the chairs, and there's another lady there waiting, I guess, too. And I'm sitting there all stoic as ever and embracing myself, embracing myself so that I can just stay logical and grounded and rooted and take care of business, essentially. And I remember my mom's talking to me and saying things, and I'm not letting myself feel it. I'm not letting myself feel the emotions, I'm staying businesslike, how else to put it. And I remember my mother saying, how come you're not doing this, or I forget the details of it, but she was basically upset that I wasn't having an emotional reaction to her, okay? I seemed cold, okay? I seemed cold, and the truth is, it wasn't because I was cold. It's because that was the only way I could take care of her in that moment, If I let myself have the luxury of feeling, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to pull off taking care of her, okay? So I was doing it for her in a way, right? And I remember I was staying stoic, as I said, and then something happened, and I got up, and I got up, and for some reason, I don't know, my purse fell, something fell, and a bunch of my crap fell all over the floor. Change, or I don't know what happened, okay? A bunch of my stuff fell all over the floor. And I was like, shit, right? So I had to bend down and start picking it up. And I remember the lady that was in the room with us, she was across from me, and she gets up, right? And she gets up and she gets down the floor and she starts picking the stuff up with me. How sweet, right? And she's like, oh, here you go, And guys, I don't know what it was. Like, I'm emotional even just thinking about that situation now, because it's so funny how it's the little things in life, right? I kind of just broke. I just broke. And I was like, thank you. And I was crouching down the floor and I just started crying, because in that moment it was like, shit, like I was holding on so hard to my logical side, and the emotional side was so backed up in me. And there was nowhere left for it to go. I had no more space. The cup was full. My emotional cup was full, and I was ignoring it. And I just started crying, and I was like, thank you, for helping me, whatever. And then, of course, I had to get it together and get back to the logical side, because I had to take care of business, right? And isn't it funny when I think back to that moment? Totally 100%. Look at this little frog. Yes, it is, guys. Where is? Can I see? You see him? He's a little baby. I saw movement. Should I make a move for you guys? Okay, then should I get a stick and make a move? Let's do it. Hold on. Hey, buddy. Let me get this little stick here. I hope no one comes. It's so nice because hardly anybody's here, which I'm pretty surprised about because it's gorgeous out. Hey, buddy. Okay, you move your booty. Don't play dead. Don't you play dead with me. Uh-oh, you aren't dead, are you? You aren't dead, right? Didn't I see you move? Don't scare me. Oh my God, guys. He's freaking me out. Is he just that good at playing dead? Okay, what's going to happen if I back away? Will he make a move for it? Guys, I'm kind of freaked out. He's like a statue. Tell me he's not dead. I'll freak right out. Come on. Move, man. Move, buddy. I don't want to torture you, but you're freaking me out. Hey. Okay, he's alive. Good. Oh no, it's a biker. Don't run over him. Okay, I guess I'll let him be, but actually, a biker just passed and I don't want him to get like mushed, right? I gotta move him, don't I? Or else what if he gets squashed by a tire? Shit. I'm in quite the conundrum, people. Have you noticed a trend? These days I'm saving little creatures with you guys all the time. Let me see if I can find something. And I can pick him up. Maybe, I don't know. And get him to the side of the road. Come on, buddy. Don't stay there. Don't be lazy. Okay, hop on. I'll help you out. Hop on. This isn't gonna work for you though, is it? Come here. You can't stay there. Don't be so freaking stubborn. Ah. Oh, God. Let me see. God knows what the hell's on. This leaf isn't firm enough. Let's pick a leaf. I don't know. I don't know the difference between leaves. I've never had poison ivy, and I'm really scared of it. I'm scared of picking poison ivy, people. How do I get rid of him? I'm getting pissed off. Hold on. Maybe I should just pause this video. Should I just pause this video? Are you guys enjoying this real-time situation here? Okay, come on. I don't want him to get mushed in the road. That's all I care about right now, okay? I don't care about seeing him move anymore. I know, like honestly, like fast forward. Should I just freaking timestamp this video for you? You know what? Let me pause it. I'm realizing this is so boring for you. Let me pause it. Okay, I did it. He's under that leaf now. He's safe. Can I see him there? There he is. You see him? Can you see him? He's right there. There you go. He's safe, guys. I thought I would give you the update on our friend. Saving the world. One creature at a time. Okay, let me see if I have Kleenex in here. Guys, that whole little talk got me all emotional. Ironically, right? And I need... Okay, I have like a fanny pack. Ooh, what is that on me? Sorry. What a bust this walk is. I'm a hot mess. I'm like wiping my nose, freaking out about a bug being on me. Oh no, do I post this? This is chess at like freaking... Well, whatever. If you can't accept me at my worst, then you can't have me at my best. Isn't that the famous saying? Oh man, what a hot mess. Anyways, I don't even remember anymore what I was talking about. I know I was talking about the whole hospital visit and oh yeah, I feel like it's a luxury to feel things. But, sorry. Actually, honestly, I'm kind of grateful to be laughing right now because I didn't feel like laughing earlier. Yeah, what was I saying? Okay, the whole point is, I think that one of our missions in life, if you've grown up like that, if you can relate it all to what I'm saying about having to be in your logical / masculine role, big time, then the goal is to find your emotions and to honor them, listen to them, and really give them the care and acknowledgement that they deserve. And I guess that's part of your feminine side, but I've told you before, like I said in the other video, all men have to have some feminine in them, and all women have masculine in them. So it's okay that you have that in you if you're a guy, for example, right? And you know what? I learned my lesson. If you don't do that, it comes for you, guys. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh man, let me tell you, I experienced that in life. Yeah, many years ago, listen guys, I'm the queen. Did you know that? I rule that kingdom of ignoring emotions, okay? I was the queen of that. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Chess? Feel something? No. Chess isn't going to feel it. She's not going to feel something she doesn't want to feel. It's not convenient to feel that. Yeah. And if it's not convenient to feel it, I'm not going to feel it. Oh, yeah. That was me. I don't want to go in there. Isn't that sort of pretty and picturesque? But can I tell you what's really stopping me? Forget the danger aspect, because somehow I feel like I would feel okay in there. It's the tick aspect. I'm definitely afraid of having a tick go on me. I'm so scared of that. I'm not interested in that life. So, yeah, you know what? Many years ago, I was ignoring being the queen of the emotionless land. And I paid a price for it, people. You know what happened? My body put its foot down and was like, oh, so you're not going to listen, huh? You're not going to listen to your emotions? Oh, okay, yeah. Two can play that game. And you know what happened? Man, everything happened. Fuck. It was a hot mess on steroids, people. The anxiety attacks, the sensations in my body, everything was breaking down, people. Oh my God. Breaking out in hives everywhere, and heart palpitations and numbness, and it was insane. Name the specialist. I saw them. Neurologist, check. Cardiologist, check. Rheumatologist, check. Okay, I saw them all. I'm sure I could throw a couple more in there. Like, honest to God, I'm probably forgetting a couple at this point because, allergist. There you go. Check. I saw them all. Okay, it was crazy. And all because, all because I didn't want to face facts, and I didn't want to feel things. I didn't want to acknowledge and sit in my feelings. And do you know what part of it was? Hold on, I gotta pass by this guy here. You know what part of it was? Upon reflection, I'll tell you right now what it was. It was me being stubborn. And also, I think it's because I learned that, holy shit, hold on, Sparker. Good morning. Oh, that guy's living his best life. He's got his music, everything. He's got a smile on his face. Shit, what a life. Anyways, I think what it was is I wasn't giving myself the luxury of feeling. Yeah, I couldn't feel, because if I felt, it would have been like that hospital room, people. Yep. I would have just broken. And do you know what, when I think about it, there's only maybe 5 times in my life that I can remember that I truly broke down. Like ugly cry, like just sobbing and like really feeling it, you know? And now, and trust me, there was way more opportunity for that. Okay? So that's how you know I was a pro. But now I've learned to see how the benefit of letting yourself break a little bit and feel things, because I had to learn the hard way that it will catch up with you, and you're not doing yourself any favors. You think you are. And in a moment you are, actually, you know, I mean, because let's be honest, okay? You got to get through shit in life, okay? Like, you do what you got to do, right? Like, damn, we can't fault ourselves for that, right? Hey, the masculine side has to come out, right? At least for me, because if not, how am I going to get shit done, okay? How am I going to get through tough moments? I can't just sit there crying all the time. Nothing is going to come of it. I mean, at least that's my mentality of it all, right? You know, there's a time for feelings and a time for action, right? So, yeah, I don't totally write off the concept of, oh my God, guys, look at this. Doesn't it just feel like the gates of heaven? Is that morbid? I don't know. But how pretty is that? It's so picturesque. Oh my gosh. It's so picturesque. I love it. This is a bomb here today. No one's here. But you see how like more lush it is than when you were here? I don't even know if I've ended up on a different trail, no lies, but I don't think I have. I think it just grew this much. Anyways. Oh, what was I talking about? I'm too easily distracted by nature. Oh, snap. 100% I'm on a different trail. There's houses. There's a bunny. There's a bunny. I've never been over here in my life. I've never seen these houses. Oh, he hopped away. Yeah, I'm on a different trail, people. It's official. That's okay. We'll make it back. Worst case scenario, Google Maps. So, yeah. Go ahead and feel what you feel. Honor what you feel. Okay. Yeah. I remember something I wanted to mention to you guys. Your feelings, okay, are looking out for you. Did you know that? Because that's another thing I had to realize about myself, because I always thought growing up that my feelings would kind of betray me in a way. Not betray me, hold me back, right, from taking care of business, right, doing what I got to do. But I came to realize that actually your feelings, I mean, I don't think we give enough credit to them. They're there for a reason, people. And they're telling us things. As I always say, your body's always talking to you. Your heart is always talking to you, not just your mind. There's more to it than just your mind, guys and girls. So listen to your feelings, because you feel what you feel for a reason. It's not coincidence, and it's not for nothing. It does have value. It has just as much value as your logic, okay? So don't ignore it. And if you really want to pamper yourself, you really want to be in the luxury of life, I'll tell you what it is. The true luxury of life isn't money. It's not gold. It's not any of that. The true luxury in life is, can you feel? Yeah, that's right. Can you feel things? Are you allowed to sit in your feelings? Are you allowed to just bathe in your feelings? Because you know what? Only somebody who is balanced, somebody who feels safe, and has love for themselves is able to do that. That's what I figure. And I know that from experience, because I didn't allow that to myself until I felt safe, until I gave myself enough safety in my life, until I loved myself enough, until I felt balanced enough, until I felt that I deserved that balance. That's when I was able to actually let myself feel things. And let me tell you, it's quite an experience. I know this sounds odd, doesn't it? Because you would think that we're human, and of course we feel things. And doesn't that just come naturally? Yeah, it does. But just like the masculine and feminine balance that I talked about before, it gets beaten out of you, okay? Like when you come into this world, you feel things. You're born, you're crying, okay? Chances are you're crying when you come out, okay? You're feeling some things. You don't want to be out of there. You were cozy, now you're pissed, you're upset, you're cold. You have feelings about that. You want to just go back in. Why do they take you out, okay? You came into the world with feelings. And slowly, slowly it's conditioned out of you. And the logic is injected in you. And that's fine, because as I said before, you need the logic to survive. But I do think it gets unbalanced, you know? That's the key. You got to balance it. And I think as we grow up, if you're able to recognize this, then you're able to balance it. And my hope, going back full circle, is that by me talking about this, if you are unbalanced, this may point towards that for you. And you'll be able to recognize it and maybe do something about it. Because you know what? Sometimes just being aware of it is what it takes, you know? Because I wasn't aware of this until I don't know when. And I had to figure it out on my own. You know what I mean? It was trial and error for me. It was kind of just pure luck, and the fact that I'm a thinker that I actually stumbled upon this concept, right? Anyways, so that's that, guys. I don't know if this is going to help anybody. I kind of hope it I really do. I hope that it will. This guy's living his best life too. Check this out. He's got music, chilling on his bike. Let's listen to his tunes. It's like dancing. Chilling like a villain. That's why I like it. Look at that. And the way he's cycling, cool as a cucumber. Just do, 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 do. You know? Fuck. Just living it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's hot. Anyways, not like that kind of hot, but like the concept is hot. Come on. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's a long video. Another long one. Okay, hold on. Yeah, just passed some people walking their dog. Hold on. They're behind me, so I can't talk too loud. I was like, what kind of dog is that? It's a whippet. I've never heard of a whippet before. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go, okay? And I'll talk to you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Ciao, ciao.